The bridge is back. She's alive?
I brought her back to Port Charles.
Jason promised me he wasn't gonna say anything.
If you find out something about one of my kids, you have to tell me.
I need a report.
General Hospital spoilers this week confirm one of the soap's most devastating moments as the Coeur d'Alene matriarch, Monica, is laid to rest. Fans and characters alike are reeling from the news, which will reshape the future of Port Charles. Monica Coeur d'Alene's death confirmed. Leslie Charleston's beloved character, Monica Coeur d'Alene, has officially died on screen, marking the end of an era. The storyline explains her passing while also honoring Charleston's legacy as a fixture on the show since 1977. Viewers witnessed the fallout as family and friends remembered her decades of impact on Port Charles. The September 18, 2025, episode highlights Tracy and Jason reminiscing about Monica's influence. The episode also tied her absence to ongoing family tensions, while newer characters like Britt received a rough welcome. The cookout scene emphasized how Gio will stay in Port Charles as part of the family dynamic, further underscoring the Coeur d'Alene legacy. Fans respond with tears and speculation. The fan reaction has been emotional. Yahoo Entertainment reported that audiences broke into tears on social media, posting tributes to Monica's history. Others quickly turned their attention to the future of the Coeur d'Alene estate. Speculation is running high on who will inherit Monica's fortune and what it will mean for the ongoing Coeur d'Alene battles. The death isn't the only story making waves. The week of September 22nd to 26th, 2025, will reveal that other characters' arcs will intersect with Monica's absence. Meanwhile, Yahoo detailed additional developments, including unexpected alliances forming as the town adjusts to this seismic change. Why it matters. Monica Coeur d'Alene was one of the longest-running characters in the soap's history, and her death closes a chapter that spanned nearly 5 decades. These General Hospital spoilers reveal Monica Coeur d'Alene's death will not just shift storylines, it will transform the very identity of the Coeur d'Alene family. For fans, it's both a heartbreaking farewell and a reminder of why legacy matters so deeply in Port Charles. Warning: spoilers ahead for General Hospital episodes airing the week of September 22nd to 26th, 2025. The latest General Hospital spoilers promise a dramatic week in Port Charles. Relationships are tested, secrets unravel, and loyalties face challenges. From Gio stepping into a pivotal role to Elizabeth sharing devastating news, fans should brace for an emotional roller coaster. Gio proves himself a reliable ally this week. He steps up for Emma when she needs him most. His actions not only highlight his loyalty, but also set the stage for potential new alliances. Moreover, these storylines could reshape the teen dynamic in Port Charles. Meanwhile, Elizabeth is tasked with delivering difficult news to Drew. This adds strain to his already complex situation. This revelation will force Drew to reassess his plans and relationships. There might be ripple effects across his family ties and professional commitments. Danny issues a heartfelt plea. The drama deepens when Danny makes an emotional appeal that could alter the course of events for several characters. His plea comes at a crucial moment, highlighting the younger generation's growing influence in Port Charles's ongoing conflicts. Why it matters. This week underscores the way General Hospital balances veteran characters with younger voices. Joe's rise, Elizabeth's role as bearer of bad news, and Danny's emotional turn ensure that family bonds and personal resilience remain central themes. As September continues, these spoilers suggest more confrontations. There will be emotional revelations and shifting alliances that could shape the next major arcs on the show. The unthinkable has happened. Port Charles, a town accustomed to supernatural threats, international intrigue, and seemingly weekly hostage crises, is facing a loss so profound, so foundational, that it threatens to alter the very fabric of the community. Monica Coeur d'Alene, the matriarch, the esteemed surgeon, the heart of a fractured dynasty, has died. This isn't just a spoiler, it's a seismic event that will ripple through every corner of the city, leaving no family untouched. The House of Coeur d'Alene, forever a battlefield of ego and ambition, must now face its greatest challenge, a future without its North Star. The news, which broke in the most heartbreaking way possible, confirms that Monica passed away peacefully in her sleep at the Quartermaine mansion. After a recent, private health scare that she had chosen to keep largely to herself, it appears her heart simply gave out. True to her character, she left this world with dignity, surrounded by the opulent walls that housed both her greatest joys and her most devastating sorrows. There was no villain to fight, no miracle cure to find, just the quiet, inexorable march of time. For a figure as monumental as Monica, a peaceful exit feels both merciful and utterly devastating. A family fractured. The Quartermaines crumble. The immediate aftermath is pure, unvarnished chaos within the mansion. The notification fell to Ned Quartermaine, ever the responsible son, whose own world is already in flux following his recent psychological break as Eddie Main. Ned's attempt to be the stoic pillar of the family is crumbling under the weight of his own grief, creating a poignant and tragic struggle as he tries to hold everyone together while coming apart at the seams. Brooklyn Quartermaine, who shared a uniquely tender and supportive relationship with her grandmother, is utterly shattered. Monica was her confidant, her cheerleader, and her moral compass. Brooklyn's grief will be raw and vocal, a stark contrast to the more repressed Quartermaine style, and it will force her to lean heavily on Chase, testing the strength of their newly solidified union in the face of unimaginable pain. Drew and Scout have lost their most stable guardian. Monica's home was their sanctuary, and her unwavering support was Drew's anchor through his imprisonment, brainwashing, and tumultuous return. His grief will be compounded by a fierce need to protect his daughter from the full brunt of the loss, even as he navigates his own complicated emotions. But the most volatile reaction is predictably coming from Tracy Quartermaine, who rushed back to Port Charles upon hearing the news. Tracy and Monica's relationship was the stuff of legend, a decades-long war of wits, jealousy, and barbed insults that, in its final years, matured into a grudging, deep, and unshakable respect and love. Tracy's grief will be explosive, laced with anger and a lifetime of unresolved sisterly baggage. She will be a hurricane of emotion, blaming everyone and no one, and her presence will undoubtedly ignite old tensions while simultaneously being the only force strong enough to keep the family from completely atomizing. And then there's Jason Morgan. Though not a Quartermaine by blood, Monica was his mother in every way that mattered. She never gave up on him, championing his humanity against the brutal world he inhabited. His return, a miracle in itself, now becomes tragically bittersweet. The stone-faced enforcer will be forced to confront a grief so deep it may crack his famed composure. His presence at the mansion will be a silent, looming testament to a love that transcended blood and bullet wounds. The ripple effect, a town in mourning. Monica's impact was not confined to the estate's gates. As the former chief of staff at General Hospital, she was a mentor and an icon. Elizabeth Weber, who viewed Monica as both a professional guide